What's going on, fellow humans and resellers? This is I, James, RedoptionAgency.com. 23 years selling full-time on eBay. And of course, we got the baby girl and fluffy face behind me, all resting. So what's been going on? I think for the past week or so, almost $1,000 a day average with both stores. So that's good. It is kind of fueled by one day that had I sold a $400 pair of boots on the new store. If you remember the yard sale video where I picked up some boots, picked up a bunch of clothes and some books and different things. I think I paid $20 for them and they sold for like $400. Took an offer on them. But we'll get into what sold and kind of look at the numbers, see what's going on. But I think the main thing today, I'm just kind of, I'm winding down. I'm getting in vacation mode almost. Probably leave tomorrow night or Saturday. There's gonna be no rush. It's just gonna be, we're gonna head toward Indiana Bends first. What day we get there depends on what we find in between here and there. Some of you reached out and said to let you know when I'm in the area of Ohio Bends, of Indiana Bends, and Tennessee Bends, and we'll come out and hang. But I don't have a day. There's no schedule. I'm just winging it. So, because I'm gonna be looking for thrift stores along the way, resale shops, different things like that. Maybe even look on like Facebook marketplaces and Craigslist along the way, see if there's any volume to pick up here and there. So just gonna be enjoying the time, enjoying the drive. So nothing specific, but it'll probably include the Indiana Bends, the Ohio Bends, and the Tennessee Bends. So Tennessee may get cut out depending on the time we spend at other bends or get sidetracked along the way, et cetera, et cetera. So that's the biggest if is the Tennessee ones. But yeah, not much going on besides that. Just creating drafts and getting media listed and hats. Let's see what's going on. Shrink me down. Shrinky dink. So here is, for the last week on the 3rd through the 9th. So 58 on this one and 921 on this one. So close to $1,000 a day average. Last night there was no shutdown, so that was good to see, and you'll see the numbers difference between a shutdown and not a shutdown. As you saw the other day when I made the video, it was like $22 at 8 a.m. That's when they have the overnight shutdown. So yeah, Tuesday was $456, which included the $400 pair of boots, and $120 yesterday, and we're at $43 today so far. We're at 11 a.m. right now. Let's see here. Been listing. I've been slacking on listing this week just because I've been getting in vacation mode. This week on the new store, I've listed 50, 60, 70, 86, 88, 108 items so far on this store. On the big store, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, only about 800 items on the new store so far. Today's my last day for my week, so probably won't hit the 1324 high score, but may get close though. It's only 11 o'clock, so I've been listing a lot of t-shirts. This one's already sold. It just sold this morning. So let's see what we got over here on the news store. Somebody came in and bought both of these together. So I like it when I get the multiple orders on the news store. It's exciting. Yay! So this one I put up yesterday. I figured it would sell pretty quick. Another Nickelback shirt. Pink Floyd, Georgia Bulldogs, another vest. I always grab these, and I'm sure you guys already know too. If you're a binge shopper, whatever, if you see Amazon clothing, you know to grab them. It sells pretty quick. Sold the first day I put it up, so we're in the first 24 hours, if you will. Here's the boots I had found at the yard sale. They had a $400 price tag on them, so I put them up pretty high. And never got any offers or anything till Tuesday, so I just accepted it. I mean, $400, 20 into 400. Sure, I will take that. South Salt Lake City Hook and Ladder Company. Shorts, denim romper dress, men's sweater, some leggings. And that shadow on there makes it look like there's something on them. I didn't even notice that. Wallet and t-shirts, such. Last time at the bins, I got a decent amount of jeans. See right there. That whole section came from the last time I went to the bins. And I saw the jeans person there too. What's her name? Carrie at home. Her husband goes there and picks up jeans. And he was there getting jeans, and I found that. A lot of them, though, were throwbacks from the vintage kids getting the vintage clothing. So several pairs were thrown back, and I don't know if he was there at that time. But I don't know him. I didn't say anything to him. I just let him go because he's zipping around trying to find an exact number of clothing items. I think from watching one of their videos. Carrie at Home, I think, is the channel name if you want to check them out. Local St. Louis couple. All right. If I remember, I'll put their link below for you. Let's see here. So let's go into. So I'll show you the difference. Like the other day when I said $22 to start out with, I don't know what day was that. Was that Tuesday? With International, any other store, I still hit almost $1,000 that day, even though at the $22 start, at the slow start. So even on those slow start days, when they shut down overnight, I usually get a decent bounce back. But like today at 11 a.m., I'm almost $300. So I was over my 250 by 10 a.m. Mark that I usually normally say should be if there's no shutdown overnight. And that brings up another point too. Was kind of going through my head yesterday. And the difference between, like, people say they hustle, right? And I don't consider what I do a hustle. I consider the decisions I make as a business. For me, the difference between a person who hustles is one who's not doing it for long term. They're not building something. They're just trying to get by for the day. A hustle to me is short term. A business is long term. And with a hustle, you don't know how much you're going to make tomorrow. With a business, and if you're doing it right, you're building it properly, you're paying attention to the numbers, you'll be able to tell exactly what you should make today, what you should make tomorrow, what you should make next week, just by the consistency of what's been going on if you've been paying attention. With the hustle, it depends on the day. It depends if you get that grail item or you don't get that grail item, right? So that's the difference between hustling and building a business. And there's, like I said, we've talked about before, there's a million ways to build a business, different models from across the board, whether you're doing all high sell through rate stuff to the way I do it with just mostly low sell through rate stuff. No matter how you do it, if you do it consistently and pay attention to the numbers, you can predict what your day should look like. So, got a lot of over the years, a couple of the past few years with all the eBay issues. When I sit there and complained about my sales should be this, why are they not? And you had so many people coming in saying, "Oh, it's your items." Those are the people who hustle. They don't know what a business is. So if you know your numbers and pay attention to everything, and you're consistent across the board, from listing to the items you sell to just a bunch of different variables, you're going to understand where your business should be at any given moment. So that is the difference between hustle and a business. Now you can hustle within a business, but if you just hustle, you're just in it for today. You're just going day by day trying to get through. Let's see. Because if you watch me long enough, you can see my numbers coming back to where I said they should be. And a lot of that is the site working at least a little bit better than it was the last 3 years. If I can bounce back from $22 when before I may only do $300, $400 that day. So if I can bounce back from $22 start to almost hitting $1,000, then that's, in my eyes, an improvement on the site. So when I say it's improved over the last 3 years, that's kind of what is dictating me saying such. And now with me just power listing and trying to get more and more and build the store bigger and bigger, I'm watching to see how the numbers grow from there. And that'll give me an idea on, okay, if I list 2,000 more items, I'll make X amount more money, type of thing. So, of course, we got the normal suspects: CDs and clothing, and my stomach making noises, as always. I'm almost sold out of it. I think I might have one more of this Huey Lewis and News Sport. Sold like 10 of them, 12, 11. Oh, I'm out of stock now. That was my last one. Probably got tons more of that one in storage. Same with this one. CDs, Blu-rays, 8-tracks. Tweety hat. Hart Huntington, Firestone. DVDs, cassettes. I don't know about you, when I look at other people's sold like this, like I get excited. Like I try to make myself excited when I'm looking at mine, but I've already seen all this stuff, so it doesn't excite me. But when I'm watching other people's or scrolling through other people's sold, like I get excited looking at the stuff. I'm like, good for you. All right. Look at you kicking ass, right? I don't know, it's just the way I kind of view things. But then I'm taking it in also as I'm doing it, making mental notes. So if I ever come across A, B, or C, I'll know whether to grab it or not. And of course, the majority of my stuff depends if you're in the volume game or not. A lot of my stuff, most of you probably wouldn't grab if you're not in the volume game. So you're only taking short notes. Short notes. So yeah, I'm going to try to, when I get back from vacation, depending on what I find, I'm going to keep my eye open for something new. Like, kind of like when I discovered hats. I'm going to look for something new. And since I'm going to really try to find small towns and stuff, I want to try to tap into different markets and see what, you know, kind of like with what Josh is selling with his stereo vision type of things, right? To me, that's foreign. Like, I've never even seen a stereo vision picture in person that I can remember. So I'm going to keep an eye out for other things that are just totally off my radar and see if I can buy them in bulk. Kind of like the way, like I said, Josh did on his stereo views. Like if I come across a bucket of them, I know now to grab them. If I can get them cheap, I don't know the value of what makes them valuable or not yet, but just going to keep an eye out for oddball things like that, whether it's maybe like, I don't know, old caster wheels. For some reason, when I think small town flea market thing, I think old caster wheels. Like, is there a market for old caster wheels? Vintage cast. I don't even know if I'm spelling caster right. What is caster wheels? Let's go with high. See what's out there. So yeah, there's some of these big looking industrial ones. Let's look at sold though, get a better idea of what actually moves. Victorian brass furniture casters. So even just casters alone, the feet of things. Keep an eye out for different things like that. Here's some roller skate looking casters. $127 on those. See, this is what I picture when I picture going through a small town flea market type of thing. So, not even these, okay. And that's not even in great looking condition. Look at those. So $60. So this is all the antique stuff is totally 100% foreign to me. So maybe that's where I'll focus on this trip, looking for smalls, antique smalls, if you will, and see what I can come up with. And tools. Do a little bit more research on tools maybe before I leave. Antique hammers and pipe wrenches and stuff. So that's what I'm gonna do. That'll be my my change of mental pace on vacation, looking for something new, trying to look at things with a different eyeball. Thanks for another Pee-wee sale. I appreciate that. I still haven't done his paw print cards yet, so those will be coming. Look, I don't know if you can see her leg up on his. She's all rusty. Resting babies. And then I'll get the court. Hopefully, when I get back, I'll make the Courtney card, get her card made. It's Patty Loveless hat. Along with the media, I really want to hit hats super hard. I mean, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got 9 cubes now filled with hats in here. And I still got a couple of totes outside the office. Last time I went to Ben's, the shoe people always beat me to the shoes. And they were going through it, so I go through the media first, then I go through the shoe section, which has the hats also. So I'm grabbing the hats, and I found some Jordan 11s that they're not your normal looking 11s. These are the lows, but I forget exactly what they're called, but I've got a pair of these. So I was shocked when these are my size too. I was shocked when these were passed over. So the low IEs, the IE is what makes them different. So yeah, these should clean up nicely too. I'll clean up that white easily. Yeah, I was shocked when they left these. And they don't have that much wear on them. So yeah, these will clean up nicely. So I'll push for like 90 bucks, $80 to $90 on them. But yeah, I was happy to find those. Happy, happy, happy. They don't look like your normal Jordan 11 lows look like this. They look like the highs, but this is what I hate about this search. It's going to bring up everything under the sun. Ooh, I want those. Player exclusives. Let me put in Space Jam. So they have the patent toe box and wraps all the way around the shoe. So that's what the normal 11s look like. So I guess the shoe people didn't recognize them. So bonus for me. Bonus. Bonus, bonus, bonus. Selling a lot of 45s too. My stomach is just acting all crazy today. What's going on? This one and the one up there that sold for 20 at the beginning of this, I just put those up yesterday, day before yesterday, I think it was. Those are and I just picked those up over at the bins. When I find media not in the media section at the bins, that's the money usually. So when I find media in the household bins and stuff, I grab that stuff up. I grab all of it anyway, but when I grab it from there, I know there's a good chance that didn't get gone through. Didn't get gone through, like my English. Because the media in the media bins, that's pretty much always all been gone through, so they can put it up on the site themselves. When I find them over there, it's probably just freshly dumped, and hasn't been gone through. And I've already made, I think I took $10 on that one. So I've already made $30 on 2 of the 45s I picked up the last day I went over there. So that excites me. Fighting! This was canceled. VHS tapes. The other day when I went over there, I picked up all the DVDs. I grabbed all the VHS tapes. Now that I can list it fast, I'm just grabbing it all. And the good thing is the DVDs are so light, it'll take my average and bring it down. So that's a good thing too. When it comes to like CD weight compared to DVD weight, it's going to bring that average number down. Because before I didn't really grab DVDs unless it was something specialty. Now I'm just grabbing it all. And their VHS tapes are 5 cents a piece instead of by weight, which is bonus also. So, as you can see, like right here. So, another 45 record. This is why I grab all the foreign records I find. And that's the beauty about the bins, is they normally do not touch, and people usually do not touch the foreign, the international is a better word for it, the international albums. So I'm always grabbing those. So what is up with my tummy today? So yeah, Ukraine 45 folk songs. So I got full price out of that, 40 bucks. This was buy two, get two. This one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. And these shirts have been in my store forever. You see with the white background on the shirts. That's how you can tell it's been in my store forever. And chances are I don't have them measured in the pictures. Two more 45s that were part of that 545 collection that I bought off of eBay. They finally scanned that 350 CD lot I bought. So it was dropped off in New Jersey. And this is why I tell when people contact me and go, hey, it's not even showing that they scanned this item, or it's showing you haven't even dropped it off yet. And I'm like, I dropped it off. That just means they haven't scanned it yet. And so that was happening with this box. So it says that he didn't drop it off, but I'm sure he probably did. So that's why I sent him an email and go, hey, you may want to call up your post office and tell them to get this thing moving, because chances are it's just sitting. Because media is always last, and the heavy stuff they don't touch. They don't like touching. And so it shows from one scan of not being dropped off to being scanned in Kansas. So that's what we have to deal with the USPS. So pain in the butt. All right, normal suspects. All right, I think that'll be all for now. So I can get back to work. Normal stuff. Some Hot Wheels. Boom, boom, boom. More VHS. All right, that's all for me. I'm back to work. Thanks everybody for hanging out, and I will see you all in the next video. Later.